Things don't always go the way we want, but don't get disheartened. Stand up and march ahead. Buddha said this: no matter how hard the past was, you can always begin again. It is 2021. We have to make this year 2021 a much better year than ever before. With these beautiful sayings of Lord Buddha, today I, Prerna Sharma, your English teacher, would like to welcome you all and wish you all a very good morning and a prosperous Happy New Year 2021 to all my children and my dear parents. Though the year which has already passed, 2020, was not so easy for all of us. Being a parent, being a teacher, being a student, all of us have faced, even whole world has faced a much crisis due to this COVID-19. But we will start this 2021 with great and new hopes. We'll pray to God so that we should get free from this COVID-19 as soon as possible. I hope, children, you all are following the COVID-19 guidelines, which you already know: wearing the mask, washing your hands, maintaining social distancing, and all. I hope you all are following all these guidelines. Starting off with today's class, today we are going to study lesson number 14, that is degrees of adjectives. Before starting this lesson, I would like to give you a quick revision of what is adjectives and what are the kinds of adjectives which we have already studied. So see, children, now let's see what are adjectives. Adjective: a word that describes noun or a pronoun. A particular word in a sentence which describes the quality of a noun or a pronoun, which tell you something about the noun or a pronoun. Okay, let's see the example, children. To make it more clear, I have written two sentences. First one is Rahul is a boy. In this sentence is telling us that Rahul is a boy. We are not getting any extra information about the boy Rahul. In the second sentence, I have written Rahul is a good boy. So this word good is describing the quality of the boy Rahul, that he is a good boy. So good is your adjectives. So what are adjectives? A word that describes the noun or a pronoun is known as adjectives. It can be a good quality, it can be a bad quality, anything. It can be a color, it can be a size, whatever it may be, but the word which describes a particular noun or a pronoun is known as adjectives. Okay, now let's revise once again the kinds of adjectives. Let's revise the kinds of adjectives. Children, we have studied in the previous chapter 13. We have studied basically 5 kinds of adjectives. Let's read out the names. Adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, possessive adjectives, and demonstrative adjectives. We'll revise one by one. The first one is adjective of quality. That the word itself is telling that the adjectives which describes the quality of a noun or a pronoun, which means that which tell you this. In the example we learn that Rahul is a good boy. So good is a quality of the Rahul. Rahul is a helpful boy. Mohit is a naughty boy. So these are the qualities of the noun or a pronoun. So what kind of adjectives are they? They are adjectives of quality. Moving on to the next one, adjectives of quantity. The adjectives which tell us the quantity of noun or a pronoun. In the category of quantity, children, few things are there which we cannot count. Suppose a bowl of sugar is kept there. You cannot count the sugar. You can say a little sugar is kept, or more sugar is, less sugar is kept. If you are eating rice or curry, and you will tell, what you will tell to your mother? You will eat 2 pieces of rice or 2 slices. What you will say? I'll eat some rice, I'll eat more rice, like this. So like this, when we use the word some, little, more, less, this comes in the category of quantity. This tells us the quantity of the noun or a pronoun, that are known as adjectives of quantity. Moving on to the third one, adjectives of number. And the word itself here also is telling the number. When you know the exact number of noun or a pronoun, then the adjectives of number is used. Suppose there are 5 students in the class. There are 6 students sitting in the playing in the playground. So this is the exact number. When we know about of the noun or a pronoun, we say that this will come in the category of adjectives of number. Now next one is possessive adjectives. When the word shows the ownness, when word shows the possession to a particular thing. This pen belongs to me. This is my pen. This is your pen. When this ownness of the pen or anything is being indicated, is being shown by a particular word, that will come in the category of possessive adjective, which shows the ownness of a particular noun or a pronoun. The last one is demonstrative adjectives. This demonstrative is used to point out a particular thing. Suppose we can say this is a car, those are the mangoes. So when we use the word this, that, those, in my previous video I have explained you this, that, those, these earlier also. We'll have a quick revision, children. Demonstration, when we point out to a particular thing and use the words this, that, these, those, then they come in the category of demonstrative adjectives. All these kinds of adjectives we have already studied, children, so don't get confused. If you have any doubt, you can clear. Now we'll move on to the today's chapter, that is your lesson number 14, degrees of adjectives. Now let's see what is this degrees of adjectives. Now let's see the degrees of adjectives. Children, by now I think this is clear that what are adjectives? The word which describes the noun. Whenever there is a description, whenever we are describing anything, somehow or some other way we start comparing things. So when we need to compare things, we need degrees. Okay, so there are 3 kinds of degrees of adjectives. First one is positive, comparative and superlative. Why do we need these 3 degrees? We need these three degrees when we need to compare anything. Whenever there is a comparison between this one is good or that one is good, this one is bad, that one is bad. Whenever there is a comparison, then we use the 3 degrees. First one, positive. See children, positive degree of adjective do not show any comparison. It simply describes or tells about the noun or a pronoun. For example, Rohit is a good boy. Okay, simply I said that Rohit is a good boy. I am telling the quality of Rohit that Rohit is a good boy. But second is your comparative degree. When there is a comparison between 2 things, when 2 things or 2 people are being compared with each other, then we use the comparative degree. And the last one is your superlative degree. In this, the comparison is being done with the whole group. This particular thing is superior from everyone. We'll take examples, then the things will be more clear to you. But for now, just read out, just listen to once again. The name of the 3 degrees are positive, comparative and superlative. Now let's see the examples. Let's see the examples, children. In the first sentence, I have written, Rohit is a tall boy. As I told you, in this sentence, the word tall is an adjective which is describing the noun Rohit. It is simply describing that Rohit is a tall boy. So this tall is your positive degree. Now second sentence, Sunny is taller than Rohit. Now in this sentence, 2 nouns Sunny and Rohit are being compared with each other, and we came to know that Sunny is taller than Rohit. So this taller is helping to do the comparison between the 2 boys and telling us that Sunny is little bit more taller than the boy Rohit. So here taller is your comparative degree of adjectives. Now Mohit is the tallest boy. Here the noun Mohit is tallest among all the three or among the whole class, whatever it may be. But in this sentence, it is telling us that Mohit is the tallest, means it is the superlative degree. Here is the comparison is not done between just two boys or two persons. It is done with the whole group, and we came to know that Mohit is the tallest among all, tallest boy. Okay, so this is your superlative degree. So tall is your positive degree, taller is your comparative degree, and the tallest is your superlative degree. So like this, the comparison of degrees is done. Let's take one more example. Let's take one more example, children. Just pay attention. In the first sentence I have written, this is a heavy box. Simply I am describing the box, that the box is heavy. So your heavy is the positive degree. Moving to the next sentence, the chair is heavier than the box. Now two things, the box and the chair are being compared, and we came to know that chair is heavy than the box. Chair is heavier than the box. Now in the last sentence, the table is the heaviest among all the three. Now what do we came to know here, children? That among the three, box, chair and the table is the heavier. Now in this second sentence, the comparison was done just between the two things, the chair and the box. So in this we came to know the chair is heavier. So we use the comparative degree. But here the comparison is done between the more than two things, that is three or more, but it's more than two. So we use the superlative degree, that is your heaviest. So what is the degree? Heavy, heavier, and the heaviest. Positive, comparative, and the superlative. I hope this is clear to you, children. Now in your books, one table is given in which few rules are there to use the degrees. Now that I am going to teach you from the book itself. So please pay attention in that also. Now please see the table, children. As we discussed, we have 3 degrees: positive, comparative, and superlative. For most adjectives, we add ER in the comparative degree and EST in the superlative degree. For most of the adjectives, we simply add ER for the comparative degree and EST for the superlative degree for making it fast, faster, fastest, great, greater, greatest. Now, for words ending with E, the words which end with E, we only add R. We don't add E again or double E. We just add R and ST at the end. For the comparative, we add R, and for the superlative, we add ST in the end. So, simple, simpler, simplest, large, larger, largest. For words with single syllable, we double the last consonant. The single syllable means the word which have a single sound. What we do, we just double the last word, last consonant, and then add ER. For example, fat. For the comparative degree, we will add T, the last consonant once again, and we'll add ER. Fat, fatter, and again here also we'll add the consonant, last consonant again, and we'll add EST. So fat, fatter, fattest. Sad, sadder, saddest. Now, the words ending with Y, we add I in the place of Y, followed by ER in the comparative degree, and I and followed by EST in the superlative degree. Let's see the example. Happy, happier, happiest, lazy, lazier, laziest. Now, the words with more than 2 syllables, we add more in the comparative degree and most in the superlative degree. Means when there are 2 sounds in the word, we add more. We don't change the word, we just add more for the comparative degree and most for the superlative degree. Beautiful, more beautiful, most beautiful. Hardworking, more hardworking, and most hardworking. Here there was single sound coming, and here there are more than 2 sound coming. So we'll add this. Okay, see children, these are the rules which you have to go through for doing the exercises. You will try to do this exercise yourself, and by the evening I'll be sending you the answers. By this, children, your chapter is over, and I hope the things are clear to you. If still you have any doubt, please contact me. You can contact me and you can clear your doubts. Okay, I'm sending you the book exercises. I'll send you by the evening. Try doing the exercises yourself. Okay, thank you for the day. Thank you so much.